Hey, 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 what do you say? It's reality TV show. I was watching Married to Medicine and Cecil. My goodness. He was going that conversation with his brother, and he was going on and on about how his parents struggled so they could have a better life, and that he remembers standing 3 hours in the financial aid line, which nowadays is just all computerized. And he does not want his kids doing that. And all I thought was generational shame. Cecil is carrying some generational shame. This one looks interesting. Memory or pattern need healing from the inner child. So let's pull these cards out. And also, what's wrong with financial aid? College is so expensive now. It but the point really is, the root is Cecil's generational shame. And I have often heard that I have heard before during your marriages, one therapist a long time ago, my marriage therapist, is that you often marry to heal old wounds from your parents' marriage. And this sure looks like one of them. And then when the brother said, well, Cecil, it's really about your connection to Simone that I'm trying to communicate to you. But Cecil was stuck on trying to heal that generational shame. So let's do a quick reading and we'll set our intentions. Here we go. Healing the inner child. A reading for Cecil, Married to Medicine. All right. What pattern from his inner child is coming up? The pattern is 10 of Cups. Fulfillment, dreams are coming true, happiness, paradise. Yep. Just like he showed on his TV. This is the pattern of his inner child that's coming up. He wants to see this with his kids. No worries, kids. No emotional problem. Everything is blissful. That's what he wants. What your inner child wants to say. The 8 of Cups, upside in reverse, hopeless, no direction, drifting, afraid to commit. So this would be someone leaving down the road and leaving the emotions here. I don't want these emotions of shame anymore. But upside down saying, what your inner child saying, what journey do you take if you're afraid? Well, we saw the journey. It puts a lot of pressure on Simone because she makes the money. How can he respond? Another reverse 7 of Cups, which would be, trying to make a choice of that. Here he is. Illusions. Illusions that his kids not having to stand in financial aid line will heal his wound. His kids not having to quote, worry about money for school will heal his shame. Interesting that the healing is attached to somebody else's. What if the kids said they didn't want to go to college? I mean, it didn't happen, but whoa. Nine of Swords, the worry card. Reaching out for help and healing. Well, we saw that with his brother. He reached out to talk to his brother, and the brother redirected him to think about Simone, Dr. Simone. This is worrying you, keeping all up night. This is saying, your inner child is saying, reach out for help in your healing. Your inner child is probably saying, you need to go see a therapist about this shame healing, because your sons cannot heal your shame. Even by standing up in not having to be in financial aid line, Cecil's wound is still going to be there. It's not like it's just going to go away overnight. What action could he take? Ten of Swords. It can't get worse, Cecil. It's saying it can't get worse if you do nothing. You're already feeling that shame. Let's try another deck. Want some more information about Cecil and his generational shame. His generational shame. Here we go. Let's do past life. For his generational shame that he has actually carried forward for his hoping to heal the shame via his kids. The spouse, that's Simone. High Priestess. Galactic. Karmic relationship. Your High Priestess, this is Cecil. I could see where, like, that's the angel, that's the tradition of the family that he's thinking he's going to break because his shame will not be passed along the generations. His spouse, Dr. Simone, is able to provide the financial means for Cecil to break that generational shame. What he thinks. Galactic. It was written in the stars. Cecil's mind is written in the stars. We are not living that lifestyle where he grew up. Sounds like poor. And it's a karmic relationship. One of the agreements he's had on a karmic level with Dr. Simone is she's making the money for him in the karmic relationship. Looks like they were way back in, what is that, World War II? Let's get some more information about why Cecil has this generational shame. The High Priestess. The High Priestess. The world. This would be a completion of a cycle. The spouse, Ten of Swords, an ending. But look at the price the spouse, Dr. Simone, has in emotional turmoil. Look at all the conflict. That it's like she's constantly getting stabbed in her back. This is a heavy price for their marriage for Dr. Simone. Oh, this is a biggie, the tower moment. You're saying it's written in the star, and they're saying, yep, it's a tower moment that your emotional wound involves the sacrifice of my time and money. I wonder if he just sat down privately with Dr. Simone and said, "Hey, I had to stand in line for hours for financial aid," and he was really ashamed and embarrassed and probably felt like lower class or whatever. And I'm thinking, really? Not many people could go to that college, so I don't know why you're feeling like a lower class. And part of that is healing it is I want better for our kids. I never even addressed that to her. Sure, honey, let's spend all our money. Eight of Swords. So this karmic relationship with Dr. Simone, Cecil and Dr. Simone, it came in fast. Came in fast. So the high priestess, a wheel of change, and you never know where it's going to land. We don't know where it's like the blessings from above could end the cycle of shame, but we don't, the change that happens from it, we don't know where it's going to land because it took a heavy toll from Simone. Now we can see why Cecil was always on the kid's side. He wasn't being a united spousal front. Uh-oh. Three of Swords. What was the lesson? Another Swords. With the spouse. There we go. The spouse. That's Dr. Simone. The Ten of Swords, an ending. And the Three of Swords. What was the lesson? The heartbreak. All the conflict. Look at Dr. Simone. Her heart is breaking. What was the lesson of in their marriage? Is his wound is so deep. I'm sure he had other childhood wounds. We all do. What was the lesson? The sacrifice of the marriage is worth it as long as my kids don't need financial aid. A tower moment, the King of Cups. Life force energy coming in to the moment. There's the moment. And it's written in the stars that there's the moment. It all comes crashing down of that intensity. And it's a huge emotional life force. It's the master of emotions. But look, it's not on calm waters. The relationship has not been on calm waters. I bet for years she started to feel like it was three against her. It wasn't like husband and wife united. Even on the one video I saw. Yep. So the karmic relationship they brought forth from a past life to help heal Cecil's feeling of shame about the money and the financial aid. It came in fast and fierce, and this is how much it hurt for Cecil. It hurt so much that he was ready to have, this could be competition or conflict. He would be ready to go to battle if he needed to. Well, it looked like he did with Simone. Let's give another card going. The Chariot, the Drive. Who's this is the interesting part on this card. Who's in control where the horses go? Is this Cecil, the boys, or Dr. Simone? Who is in charge of that? Right now, that looks like The inner wound that Cecil has is in charge of it. It just comes out. The Queen of Cups. She feels deeply. Oh, here's the heartbreak. And the Queen of Cups is she feels deeply. So Dr. Simone is feeling deeply. It has been a heavy toll on Cecil's spouse. And until his brother said something, I don't know if Cecil got an awakening. Nine of Swords, look at that, up at night, worrying. That's Dr. Simone, up at night worrying. Can I keep doing this? Can I keep going through this tower moment constantly where Cecil sides with the boys in front of the boys? And Page of Pentacles, a new prospect. A new Pentacles is your material earth stuff. Page is your novice, studious, learning about the conflict. That would be really interesting to know if Cecil ever explained this to Dr. Simone of why he wants these kids not to have financial aid. Let's see what the empath cards have to say. So for Cecil, it's just his spouse in a prior life. It's a karmic relationship, but the tower came out for them. That inner child wound. Simone learned to take care of Dr. Simone take care of herself in a way with the emotions that's been happening, because that 3 of broken heart card came out. Listen to your wisdom of your intuition. Your inner voice is the best friend you have. Seek answers. This would be for Dr. Simone. To listen to your intuition. Watch for a cosmic wink. Magic comes when spirit winks at us. Stay aware. Positive forces are at play in your life. I think the brother was a positive force for Cecil, trying to get Cecil to think about Dr. Simone. See your emotions as teachers. This would be for Cecil. His emotions, that intense inner shame, is a teacher and a challenge for him. If he takes the step to learn about healing that emotional wound and realize his kids can't heal him, no matter how much money he gives them via Dr. Simone, to look at it, my suggestion would be some kind of therapy, maybe a past life regression, some inward journey for him. Thank you, everyone. Good night.